a podcast that talks about music, movies, sports, and news. To know the people, promoting and sharing with the world a beautiful story. This is Frail Fragment's Monster Closet. Hey, this is the Monster Closet, episode 164, Friday, August 22nd, 2025. We are here with Kevin Estrella from the band Pyramids on Mars. Thank you so much for being with us, Kevin. Happy belated birthday to you. I understand it was your birthday. That's
Happy
cool.
belated, brother.
Just a little bit of we're playing alongside Pyramids on Mars. Saturday, September 13th, 2025 at the Doors Pub in Hamilton, Hess Village, or in and around there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. That place is, it's kind of like, I started playing there a long time ago, probably like 2009, and it reminded me of like something you would see out of like the Blair Witch Project, where it was just kind of like a wild fucking place, but it's still pumping, and I mean, great bands go through there. And the last time we played there last year, it was a cool vibe, man. Like, people really responded to us well, and it was a cool show. So I'm excited to play there.
Yeah,
Kevin,
we played a show there not too long ago. A few months ago, we played a show with Obnoxious. They're kind of like a Polyphia. They sound like Polyphia. They're really good. It's a cool venue. Now, mind you, it's very loud. It's such a small room.
I know. And you're kind of like your sound guy. You're the whole thing, right? Like, you're throwing the show, and if you build it, they will come there, right? So that's kind of how it is there. Whatever. I mean, it's fun times nonetheless, and I'm looking forward to like meeting you in person and sharing the night with you. It's going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be a great night. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you from Hamilton?
I certainly am.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my brother-in-law, he lives in Hamilton. He's the bass player of Frail Fragment, Ian Rodriguez. Yeah, he lives in Hamilton. He's a Hamilton cat too, so we have like much love to Hamilton. I mean, we're gonna play there like every year for sure, right? So we did Corktown in March, I think it was, and we did Vertigogo in May, and yeah, we're doing this in September. So yeah, cool, man. We were in Hamilton quite a bit this year, anyway. What are your plans for Pyramids on Mars? Do you have any, like, are you looking to play more shows?
Yeah, we've got a show next week at Tail of the Junction in the West End of Toronto. We're playing with Left in Exile, Pig Nip, Hellion, and Obnoxious as well. So we've got 5 bands playing that night. It's going to be a rocket show. And then I'm doing through Damien. What's his last name? Anyway, he does a lot of promotions, does a lot of shows in Toronto, and he's doing a Ozfest tribute on October 30th at the Imperial Pub, I believe it is. So nice. we'll be part of that too.
I like that bar, man. That bar is sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a nice vibe there. You can play pool. I mean, they make food there. There's couches. It's a university crowd. I don't know what it is now, but that's what it was when I was going there, right? It was a cool vibe. So that's a cool venue, man. Good job. Good on you.
Yeah, so we just been I've been networking with other bands, with the Hamilton bands and Toronto band, and just putting shows together and meeting a lot of cool people. So
yeah, this is kind of why I do the Monster Closet too. It morphed into this, and we're doing shows together, so why not reach out to the artists and get to know them and maybe make something a little bit more bigger and more intimate and interactive and special. And because I can't play as many shows as I used to play back in the day, in my heyday, like we played a lot, right? We were playing like every week at least, and we did like 350 shows in 4 years or something like that. It's crazy.
Wow. Holy cow.
So now it's like we did like 8 to 12 shows or 16 shows, but I mean, I want to scale 8 shows down to 6 or even 4. Like, my goal is to do 4 shows a year, and then pick up shows. Like, if friends ask, hey, you want to do a gig, it's like, now I'm only promoting 4 shows. I'm not promoting all this crazy like tour that like envelopes me, and I can't be present in my life as a husband and parent, father, and the whole thing, right? So it's like, this is the balance that it is. But I mean, it's a special thing that we can do this, and I tell everybody this is hard to do, right? It's but it's gonna happen anyway, kind of like if if you care about it that much, like, you're gonna keep doing it, right? So it's like, I mean, it's that, it is what it is. So
well, it's like it's in your blood, you know. It's kind of like,
yeah,
you know, we're creative people, and we just gotta be that way. And that's, otherwise we kick ourselves in the ass. Like, God, I should be doing more. You know, there's more I can be doing.
when did you figure that, like, when did you know you wanted to be, like, to play music, and how long have you been doing this, and some of your influences?
Well, in my high school yearbook, when I graduated, it says plans touring the world, you know, as a musician, playing like Joe Satriani. And that actually, wow, it does say that in my high school book. So that's what I wanted to do ever since I graduated from high school. Of course, then, you know, what happens, you end up, you know, promising your parents to go to university, and then I made the mistake of getting married, and then it's like, oh, what have I done? But it's okay. I have 3 beautiful adult children now. I would never give them up, though.
That's cool, man. Like, part of you lives on through them, right? So that's awesome. Like, that's something you can give the back to the world and be like a good person, and that's contagious through your children, through everyone, right? So yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm a family guy too, right? So I understand. You know, it's a hard road, man. But you know, if you like it enough, you're gonna do it anyway, right? It might change. It might, you know, it has to change. You know, it has to be flexible. It has to change and stuff when you're going through it. But it's a journey, and it's special. And music's awesome, man. And it's bringing us together today.
Yeah. And what I'm amazed at is at the quality of bands throughout Hamilton and Toronto. Like, the amount of talent, it's just sick of how good these bands are. So there's so much local talent. That's what people got to see. But we may not, you know, ever become like massive touring artists, but for us, you know, for some of us, that's not the goal. You know, I don't want to be a massive touring artist, just because I don't want that lifestyle. But I enjoy playing local shows, putting out albums, making videos, and doing lots of interviews. Like, I do a lot of radio stuff. And the music is getting it. That's what's important.
Yeah, exactly. You want as many ears as possible. And it's nice to be creative and to make it about the music and be excited about sharing that process. And it's, you know, sometimes you forget that, you know, through like a lot of artists forget that, you know, or they were never in it for the right reasons to begin with, but they fall down this, like, you know, I have to look this way, I have to be this thing, and I have to play this and fit this role. It's not about the connecting to something and creating something special. It's not about the music. And that's kind of what's happening with podcasting too. Like, you know, all these people are figuring out, you know, Joe Rogan, I'm sorry to say, he's not like the funniest comedian, you know what I mean? Like, he's not like, you know, but he was been told for so long now that he was the baddest motherfucker alive. So he's going through like this whole thing, and all of his like friends are, and what I'm trying to say is, like, the cream is rising to the top, like the Bill Burrs and the, you know, like all these like great comedians are still rising, and like these guys that were like caught up in like mainstream pop are falling, because like the material has to be there, right? And that's what's happening, I find, with music as well. It happens with music with like pop stars that like can't survive because they can't write music. They're kind of like manufactured. And it's happening with comedians, and it happens with artists. So yeah, like, just ranting, but yeah, it's like the art form of creativity and having something that you believe in to present to everyone. That's really special to me anyway, right? So, I mean, I have a album I'm in the studio recording now, and it's almost done, and I'm very proud of it. It's the 6th album, full-length album that Frail Fragment has released since we started releasing albums, I think, in 2010. But yeah, it's a life journey, right? Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. And it's a life journey, but I mean, it's a reward at the end of the day. It's kind of like it's something that will exist for a long time. And I believe in it, and I think it's good, and it's relevant. It doesn't matter if it's on radio, it exists, and it's something I believe in, and somebody that listens to it will hopefully be impacted by it, and you know, for the better anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
So, you know, I'm very proud of that work that I've done. And, you know, I've produced the albums myself, mixed, mastered, wrote everything, played all the instruments. but I have, John Hudson. He's my bass player, and he's fantastic. And yeah, it's great. I would love playing live.
I find like for me, it works best at like what I was doing from 2016 was I was writing songs by myself. So like I had the whole song in my head, so I would just bring it to. I met a producer, Brian Gagnon, who's like, from Seven Valley Studios and Records, and he's been in his heyday with Sammy Hagar. He's an older guy, he's in his 70s, but I mean, a really insightful musical guy. So I bring him the song, and I mean, we kind of produce drums, I play bass, or if I have, if I'm not feeling the bass, I'll let him play bass, and I play guitar and all the stuff, and I kind of like do the harmonies and everything, and like executive produce and mix with him. And then I get Noah Mintz from Lacquer Channel, who's amazing to master in Toronto, to master the thing. So it's essentially like 3 guys, right? That it's going through, and then the band learns it, and then where they're needed on the album, they'll come in and they'll put in their thing. Like my bass player, he's content with just like, you know what, I'll just show up and I'll play live. I love what you're doing and stuff like that. Like I trust you, whatever. We'll learn the harmonies live, because we do like 3-piece harmonies live and stuff. Like we're at a set this bar for as much as we can play live. We don't play a lot together, right? Like every couple of weeks we'll come in and we'll rehearse, and then we have shows, because we all have families and we're coming from different places and whatnot. But it is what it is. We make it work, and we've been making it work for 6 years now with these guys. And yeah, so it's fun, but I want to scale my promotional stuff down to about 4 shows a year, and then free myself up for like, bands coming and going asking me to do shows, because I would love to play shows where I'm not like really responsible for anything, it's just to play.
Yeah. It's interesting how you talk about your process and how you write, and then the band gets together at certain points, because like other bands, Meshuggah and Tool, they have their own processes as well.
I love that. I love those. Those are my favorite 2 bands, dude.
Me too. Yeah. Tool changed my life, and the same with Meshuggah. But like Meshuggah, the guitarist will go and they'll write the songs on the guitar, and then they'll use drum programs to find something that matches it, and then their drummer just kind of learns kind of where they were going with that, and then will elaborate as well. And then with Tool, they the 3 the 3 of them get together and write, and then Maynard then puts his part on afterwards, after they're all done. Yeah. So, and it works for them. It works well. Yeah. So, and the same, with my process, the funny thing is that the majority, like the last 2 albums that I wrote, every song was written in 1 take.
That's
I just picked up the guitar, the whole song came together, the whole entire thing, and then I had to go and learn it, and then I recorded it. But it just told a story.
Are you playing to a click track?
Initially, no. Just like I'll just record it on my phone while it's fresh, and then I'll go and then record it to a click track when I start laying.
Okay, so do you on Ableton software, do you play it in 1 take to the click track, or just on your phone to the click track, just to like capture the idea? The initial capture of the idea is all 1 take. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah,
that'll be all
cool.
1 take.
That's good, man. Like,
it'll just
so
be
you're
like song comes together and I don't change it.
That's cool, buddy. That's a good way to write, man. You know what I do? I'm a lazier version of that. So like I'll just sing the melody into my phone, or I'll sing the beat with the melody into my phone when I'm like walking somewhere. I'll hear a song in my head, and that's how I'll capture it, right? And that's what's been working for me. Like it's just by doing that for over 10 years. I took 10 years of that, and I scored a movie with it. And it's
really?
like just and then I write a lot of the albums that way too, right? Where it's just like I get ideas, and then I work with them and they develop. When I have time, I like put like a time constraint on it too. It's like, so for these 2 weeks I have to shit out a song. So I'll have ideas, and then it's just like boom, and like I get into it, and I feel like that process is working for me now because it's like, I don't know, it's like a good pressure. I feel it's like a good pressure. It's a good uncomfortable Yeah, and it's that's how my process is, and I want to keep going. And there's always that thing in my head, like, okay, you're on the 11th song, so the album's done. Now you can rest. Now you don't have to like dip into this like connecting to consciousness and trying to be creative and putting like this pressure on yourself to like be that way and keeping that channel running. And it's like, but I want to continue to do this, and I want to continue to I feel it's important to challenge yourself, and I love music.
Well,
so yeah,
David Bowie once said, being the master that he is, he says, you have to get out of your comfort zone. It says you have to go a little bit deeper into the pool where you're just barely touching the ground. He says, because that's where exciting things happen. I love that quote.
Okay, so I want to know two things. How long have you been playing music for, Kevin Estrella?
I started playing guitar at age 10, and I'm now 53.
So you're like
and well, I played for a long time. I cut my teeth, listening to initially it was Rush and Iron Maiden and Metallica. My influences actually are all Baroque classical music. And a lot of the guitar lines that I play are actually violin lines. So I'm more influenced by the violin than I am guitar players.
Very interesting. So I was going to ask you your Mount Rushmore of guitarists, but I guess that should we throw that out the window and go to violin? No, let's ask. Who are your like Mount Rushmore of bands? Or I mean, you went into it. But...
Sure, yeah. Well, I do have guitar influences as far as like style-wise. On my guitar, I would have to say Paul Gilbert. I have a lot of his style in my playing, and Joe Satriani. Those would be the biggest two, and probably David Gilmour.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's my number 3. So for pop guitarists, I would say like pop in music. Like I'm not talking about like Pat Metheny and guys like that like no, like the person walking down the street wouldn't know who they were, right? I'm talking about like number 1 would be Jimmy Page for me, and it's subjective, right? Like I just like his raunchiness. I like his acoustic guitar playing. I like his I believe that he's like a dark guy, he goes to like dark places with the guitar. So I mean, for that guy's my number 1. Number 2, I would say Jimi Hendrix. Number 2, Jimi Hendrix. I mean, he's in a box, but he can play really fast. He has a lot of fuck you in his guitar playing. And number 3 is David Gilmour, right? David Gilmour plays with some crazy feel, man. It's not about shredding. It's about like connecting to how he feels with the guitar, and it's crazy, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Number 4, I would say Santana. I mean, that guy has like tons of music. He can play everything. I mean, what he's done in music is insane. I mean, he kicked ass at Woodstock. I mean, all the way from like Barbarella, his jazz albums to Welcome, all that shit. That guy is incredible. And then number 5, you could put whoever. You could put Jeff Beck. I mean, he could kick all their asses. So it is what it is. It's who you like, right? So those are my 5.
Okay. I also forgot to mention Yngwie Malmsteen is a huge influence.
Nice.
I actually spent, I'm not kidding you, I literally spent 2 years listening and studying nothing but Yngwie Malmsteen. That's all I listened to for 2 years. I learned his 50 bag of tricks, learned all of his technique, and they made that a part of my playing. So I know what he does and how he thinks. I even have like here. Here's my Yngwie Malmsteen guitar.
Nice. Is that made in America or
I
what?
built this
It's the real deal?
This is definitely a Fender Stratocaster, American-made Fender Strat.
Oh, that's beautiful, bro. Holy fuck.
It's got the HS3, Malmsteen pickup. This has got a PAF Pro, which is a Satriani pickup. It's got the brass nut and original tremolo. And the funny thing is, with this guitar, I can go as crazy as I want on the tremolo, and this guitar stays.
What if you break a string?
It's not
You're still good? Okay, it's not locked.
Well, if I break a string, then it will go slightly out of tune, but you make sure you change your strings before you ever play it go live. But this guitar is like, it's insane. It's crazy. Oh, I should also share one more. These two guitars behind me are Alex Lifeson guitars from Rush. Now this is a signature guitar. So this is what he played on the Hold Your Fire album back in 1980s. Well,
Is that Paul Reed
this one is
Smith there, or
like
what?
doesn't even have the serial number. What's that?
What kind of guitar is that, Paul Reed
No,
Smith?
it's actually called. No, it's called Signature. It's actually made in Aurora, and Alex had this design.
That's badass.
This one here. Now this is another Alex Lifeson guitar. This is the Hentor Sportscaster. This is the Stratocaster that Alex played through all the albums in the 80s.
Nice.
There are only three of these in Canada, and mine is one of the three. It's made by Freddie Gabersek. He's the only person. He's Alex Lifeson's guitar tech. He has the license to make these guitars. It's made to exact specifications. It's got a Bill Lawrence L500 wild pickup. This guitar is insane. I just had to share that because he's.
No, that's cool, bro. I could like geek out too. Like I have a guy, his name's Alistair Miller. Okay, he's in Toronto. Big it up, Alistair Miller from Alistair Miller Guitars. He's a guitar builder in Toronto, and he builds guitars for all sorts of people, like from Blue Rodeo to Kevin Bright to all these guys, right? But he's an amazing guy, and he's done work on my guitars, and I have a 1968 Telecaster that I use from 1968. There's a cool story behind that. And then I have a 1978 Gibson Les Paul that I use as well. And it's like a walnut heavy guitar. Really, I love it. And then I just have a cheap acoustic guitar. So yeah, I keep it real. I've been using those guitars for like 30 years now.
Yeah.
And
I got
yeah,
one right here too.
Nice. And that's it, man. But we'll catch you. We'll be able to catch Kevin Estrella from Pyramids on Mars on Saturday, September 13th, 2025. Coming up at the Doors Pub. It's $10 at the door. I want to hear you play, man, and I can't wait to hear you and share the stage with you. We'll keep in touch. We'll put your socials up here. Or you can go to frailfragment.com, at Frail Fragment as well. It's Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Enjoy your summer. This is the Monster Closet, episode 164. Thank you, Kevin, for putting yourself out there today. It was nice meeting you.